2 months after surrender, a ghost from war rose from the sea. Argentine fishermen saw a black silhouette drifting silently toward shore. A German U-boat, long presumed lost, broke the surface at dawn. The crew raised a white flag, signaling surrender to the unknown. The base stirred in disbelief. The war was over, yet not. Steel met silence. Even the gulls seemed to hold their breath. He had guided this ghost across an ocean of defeat and shame. His face carried the burden of orders broken and men saved. 54 men, 54 stories of loyalty, hunger, and doubt. The machine that once hunted now crawled home to judgment. Their rifles ready, unsure whether this arrival meant peace or deception. They surrendered quietly, eyes hollow, as though time itself had stopped. Wormuth spoke little, each word measured, as if rehearsed in fear. Their final mission began when Germany's empire was already collapsing. He had chosen exile over surrender, chasing hope across the Atlantic. By day they hid below, engines muffled, running blind through silence. At night they surfaced, breathing diesel fumes and salt into cold air. Every secret, every signal book vanished into the dark abyss. They cast away their weapons, stripping the U-boat of its teeth. Weeks turned to months, the ocean their prison and their shield. They passed unseen across hemispheres, chasing a nation that no longer existed. Each line recorded not victory, but survival measured in miles. Food dwindled, tempers flared, yet obedience remained unbroken. Dreams of home haunted them more than Allied patrols ever could. Every sound from the deep could mean discovery, or the end. Storms battered them, but fear of surrender cut deeper than rain. They shed their past like armor, leaving no trace for history's eyes. Diesel fumes filled the lungs of men too proud to quit. Each night, they searched the stars for forgiveness, not direction. Their homeland burned while they drifted toward exile and myth. He claimed disbelief, or perhaps he feared truth more than lies. They chose to vanish, the choice between disgrace and the unknown. The war had ended, but for them, surrender was another battle. Discipline survived where faith had drowned long ago. Metal against water, the sound of ghosts slipping through time. At last, land appeared, the edge of another uncertain fate. He ordered silence, even as his crew prayed beneath their breath. A single motion separated survival from surrender. After 70 days submerged, the sea finally released its prisoners. The night air tasted of rust, fear, and long-forgotten freedom. Dawn breaks pink. Harbor patrol boats converge, sirens distant but growing louder. Vermouth signals intentions clearly, lamp blinking steady across the quiet water tonight. Argentine officer shouts orders, rifles level, fingers tighten on triggers, stand ready. White flag flutters, gulls wheel above, oblivious to human reckoning and consequence. Lines are thrown, steel kisses concrete, hull groans with relief at last. Crew disembarks slowly, boots scraping, eyes scanning faces, searching mercy and answers. Close-up interrogation room door closing, lock clicks like a verdict for him. Harsh lamp hums, sweat beads, pencil scratches across the report in silence. Question: why destroy the logbook? Answer: orders demanded secrecy and safety always. Another question: where travel? He pauses, eyes drifting toward nowhere before dawn. Flashback cut. Crew dumping ammunition crates, waves swallowing metal secrets at night. Engine room red glow, wrench slips, knuckles split, grease smears uniforms tired. Mess table rattles, meager bread, thin coffee, stairs avoid conversation and hope. Night surface running, navigator reads stars, whispering prayers between numbers for guidance. Periscope view slices moonlit coastline, distant lighthouse blinking in different code to them. He confesses sabotaged engines, acid poured, to prevent easy reuse by enemies. Argentine clerk records details, stamp thuds, papers shuffled like judgment for history. News spreads fast, headlines roar, radios crackle with submarine whispers and speculation. Rumors ignite, Hitler escaped south, disguised, spirited by loyalists across cold waters. Counterclaims emerge, investigators find nothing conclusive beyond missing records and anxious timelines. Brazilian officers question sinking, theories collide with stubborn physical evidence from inquiries. FBI files note reports uncertain, lacking names, dates, or proof to convict. Vermouth repeats denial, no passengers carried, no landings made anywhere at all. Cuddling museum map, arrows redrawing routes, time compressing over ocean and memory. Crew processed inland, guarded, fed, haircuts restoring ordinary human faces and dignity. Dock workers stare, children whisper stories, legends born beside piers at first light. Inside cell, sailor counts days carved faintly into concrete wall with nails. Interrogator softens tone, asks simply, why here, and why now, after surrender? Answer returns measured, fear of reprisals, hope for fair treatment in Argentina. Archive montage, collapse strike, refugees fleeing, papers burned, uniforms abandoned in alleys. Voiceover weighs myths, facts, and silence that feeds both endlessly over decades. U-530 towed away. Crowds watching, cameras clicking, history consuming spectacle with hunger. Crew transferred, interrogations continue under a light supervision, answers remain narrow and guarded. Hull inspected thoroughly, compartments empty, nothing unusual beyond fatigue and missing logs. Speculative newspapers sketch secret compartments, treasure chests, names whispered breathlessly without substantiation. Historians counter quietly, citing timelines and distances inconsistent with legends about fugitives. Meanwhile, sailors dream of home, letters unwritten, futures uncertain but possible again. A guard lights cigarette, smoke curls, moments pass without revelation or confession. Orders arrive. Transfer submarine to United States for technical evaluation and display. Tugboats haul the captured hull, ropes creak, gulls argue overhead all morning. Periscope removed, instruments cataloged, sailors watch wordless from rails under distant supervision. Cut to Panama Canal transit, jungle humidity fogging camera lens with sweat. American crowds tour deck, children touch cold steel, parents whisper history softly. A veteran frowns, remembering convoys, friends lost beneath gray waves at night. Montage of headlines shifting from mystery to mundane technical write-ups and closure. Crew repatriation delayed, months stretch, calendars marked, patience thins slowly for all. Wormuth sits alone, reading, turning pages back, forward, then closing them gently. Interviewer asks final time, any cargo? He answers simply, only ourselves alive. A winder pier, fog horns moan, rope coils glisten like serpents nearby. Decision made, the captured submarine will serve as torpedo target for testing. Cut to Cape Cod waters, gray horizon, American submarine lining shot carefully. Periscope crosshairs settle, torpedo launches, white wake streaking deadly toward the hulk. Impact blooms, steel buckles, water erupts, echoes roll across emptiness and memory. Hull splits midships, bow lifts, stern sinks, ocean swallows everything at once. Silence returns, foam dissipates, only gulls witness the final burial of secrets. Voiceover, legends persist where records end, because uncertainty invites invention and longing. Historians conclude simplest story, survival voyage, not grand conspiracy or hidden treasure. Still, questions linger, like salt on lips after storm winds have passed. Final image, empty horizon, sunlight breaking, water glittering without answers for anyone. Title card appears gently, the sea keeps secrets longer than men remember.